I think it's pretty inevitable that Deadpool's going to be added into the Marvel Rivals roster, but the developers are definitely taking their sweet time adding him in. And so that means as artists, we got to take matters into our own hands. So I've teamed up with Rui and Jackson again to draw Deadpool in all 3 roles for Marvel Rivals. So the wheel told Rui to draw the Vanguard, it told Jackson to draw the Strategist, and gave me the Duelist. Now I think it goes without saying that Deadpool fits right into the Duelist role, but I decided to add something a little bit extra to make my design unique. And remember to check out what in-game abilities we gave him. We gave all our Deadpool some very unique abilities on what he might be able to do in the game. And if you like what you see, remember to like, comment, share and subscribe. Now onto the drawing. So when I went into this drawing, I wanted Deadpool to be in some kind of very flamboyant animated pose. It's something that's iconic with his design, his character and personality, and I wanted to portray that in this drawing. It was about finding a real balance between the two, because when we draw these designs, we're trying to draw it in a way that it fits into the character description summary page with their little description and all their abilities and skins and everything. So the poses there are usually quite static, but static so that it can show their designs well. But I wanted to have a balance between that and being very animated in his pose. But I really struggled with that, finding that balance. So you'll see in this video I actually went through quite a few sketches to try and find a pose that I was happy with. And I think I would like to include this because normally I want to show that sometimes, when you start drawing, sometimes things just don't go as smoothly as, you might see on other videos where they just have a very clean, consistent step-by-step process. And they'll have like, here's the sketch, here's the values, here's the shading, here's the colors, and I'm finished. And it looks very smooth and easy, but I wanted to show with me that, as an artist, it's very common to struggle at various stages of your drawing and painting. And I just wanted to show that that it's okay if any of you artists out there are struggling in certain stages of your drawing. Just persevere and get through, because all the bad ideas that don't work, you got to get through those to get to the good ideas, And so here, I'm just trying to have some sort of flamboyant pose. I think sometimes I wonder if some of these poses I should have gone with, but a reason that I didn't was because I wanted the main feature of his design and how he functions in the game. I wanted him to be able to use a lot of different kinds of weapons. So as a mercenary, Deadpool's very skilled in using like every kind of weapon there is available. And since I was drawing the Duelist for this challenge, I figured, how would I make him stand out more from Rui's Vanguard and Jackson's Strategist Deadpools? And I figured that the way I could make sure that mine would stand out above theirs as the damage dealer was to just give him more guns. And there was a particular drawing I saw in one of the comics where he is equipped with a large arsenal of weaponry on him to like a ridiculous extent, and I wanted to portray that in the game because I just thought that idea was so cool. And even though it was ridiculous, it was still badass, and it suited the character very well. And so I finally settled on a pose here, or not quite. I adjust this one a little bit more, but it's a little bit quirky that he's kind of shrugging, and that way his arms are out, and I had the opportunity to put a weapon in each hand, and also it makes his silhouette stronger that he has his arms outwards, and you are more likely able to recognize him immediately in the battlefield, and his design as a whole. And so once I settled with this, I went into the line art stage of this, so just to do a more refined drawing, just to really establish all the features and where they go and what they exactly are. The more you refine this step, the easier it will be to color your drawings. And so I just proceed to try to really establish a kind of design. And as you can see, I've just had this idea from the get-go that I wanted him to have heaps of guns and weapons, and he's got every kind of weapon available. And you know, while it's not realistic that you would be able to equip like that many weapons on one person, I think it's perfect for Deadpool because this is absolutely ridiculous, and if anyone can do it, it would be him. All right, and so now I'm just, you know, once I've established that, I decide to go in and, you know, fill in the shape and the colors for the character. I was going to stick with the iconic red and black. I think it's, of course, it's synonymous with his design, and everyone will immediately recognize that color combination as Deadpool. And here I actually adjusted the pose a little bit. You know, I tilted his head and I crossed his legs, just to make it, you know, a little quirkier, like he's just shrugging and in like a little, you know, prancing kind of pose, while he's, you know, just finished using all these weapons. I thought that was that gave me the balance between, you know, a static pose and one that showed his personality really well. And this is the part where it got really tricky. I was almost dreading this design because I wanted him to have all the weapons, but drawing and painting weapons is my weakness because I usually don't draw them very often. A lot of mechanical subject matter are things that I struggle with, but I decided to take that on as a challenge. You know, you can't improve as an artist if you only draw things you are comfortable with. So that's why I decided to do that, but I went pretty full on because instead of just giving him, you know, a few weapons, I gave him a whole lot. So then I had to try and practice drawing a whole lot of something that I wasn't familiar with. And so just earlier on, I've just decided to just start, you know, rendering it as I went. I put all the iconic rim lighting that is synonymous with Marvel Rivals, and just continuing to refine the details on the design, and just continuing to tweak the pose and just playing around with like lighting, you know, the highlights and the cross hatching rendering style of Rivals. And so at this stage I decided to start tackling, you know, the weapons. You can see I was really putting it off because I was worried about getting in there, doing something I'm not familiar with, but I had to get there eventually. And so I've just started here. So I gave him I wanted to give him the iconic golden Desert Eagles that he has in the live action movies with Ryan Reynolds. I wanted to follow that image that I mentioned earlier where he has the arsenal of weapons, where he has a big rocket launcher and a lot of modern weapons like MP5s. He's got his signature katanas. He even has a bow and arrow. And so I figured when I do that, I'm going to tweak the colors a little bit to be purple, and I'm hinting that, you know, these are Hawkeye's bow and arrows. And so basically with my version of Deadpool, he has a lot of modern day weaponry as opposed to the futuristic sci-fi versions of all the weapons that the rival characters usually have. I figured this what if version of Deadpool, it is more akin to the one straight from our timeline, and he's been brought into the future in the game. And the reason I've done that is because I wanted to have all the modern day weapons because I thought they just look really cool, and because he has so many, I wanted them to be a bit more disposable, like, as opposed to being a really chunky, you know, really advanced piece of technology that the other weapons have, say like Punisher's gun. And I just go through all sorts of guns. So he has an MP5 in the other hand. He's got a M4 on the back. Just all sorts of modern day weapons, and he's gonna have a range of melee ones as well. So he's got his signature dual katanas. I'm gonna give him an extra big katana, so like a big giant sweeping one, and he also has a baseball bat. So he's got multiple melee weapons alongside his guns, and also. If you can see the highlight, the sketch so far, I also eventually give him a minigun. I figured that would be like a crazy rapid fire weapon, but again, like, I'm not familiar with drawing weapons, so I saved that bit for last to really try and tackle that challenge on at the end. And alright, so here I want to provide a little tip for you guys. As I was constantly tweaking his pose, you know, as I was drawing and rendering him, I noticed that because he has his legs crossed and majority of his weight is on one leg, what should be happening is that his hips should be a little tilted. And so at this stage, sometimes it can be difficult to see or fix, but a quick tip is that you can use the liquify tool, which in Photoshop is Control-Shift-X, and you can use that to help make those minor adjustments. I would suggest that you do still have to paint over them. You can't just be totally reliant on it, but it can be a quick way, you know, if you have a tight deadline or small time frame, you can always just do this just to get the rough shape in there quickly, and then you amend it in there by repainting over it. And then from here, we just keep detailing until we bring it to a finish. All right, it's Deadpool time. What's going on, boys?
It's happening.
It's happening.
Yeah, nothing, man. Just doing some
third
Deadpools.
Deadpool in the timeline.
Yeah.
The timeline, the sacred one.
Deadpool multiverse.
How'd you go with this one, Mel? How'd you go with this one?
I think I did all right. I'm keen to see what you guys think and what everyone in the comments will think. But seeing as I got the duelist Deadpool, I feel like, you know, everyone would see Deadpool as a duelist for sure. So I had to kind of try and think of a way to make him like a bit different, or at least be my version of the character in the game. And
100%.
yeah, it did a little something. So I'm keen to see what you guys think. I'll just show you guys now then.
Bring it up.
All right.
Pull him up.
Oh, nice. I like that. That gave me tickles in the loins.
3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1 it.
3, 2, 1.
Here we go.
Who was I supposed to kill again? That doesn't matter.
Yes.
What the fuck?
Yes.
That is epic. Oh shit.
Cheers,
I
guys.
didn't expect it to be that chaotic. Holy crap.
I thought that was the answer, right? So it's like how all our Deadpools would be similar, and he has like his signature weapons. But how do I make my one look like the DPS? Well, you just got to add more guns, right?
That's
More guns.
insane.
Guns.
He has a
I need
knife
more
through his
guns.
head.
Yeah. I thought I just did a little cheeky stuff. Yeah, he didn't got like the
So,
fake.
explain all the weapons. Are they stolen from people? Are they his?
I think it was just one of the comics. He is like this, where he has a ton of the weapons just on his back.
Yep.
And I thought that was
Yeah.
a perfect idea to do it. And I thought that picture just looked really cool. So I wanted to just do my version of it, and then it's just the it's like all like modern day, like our modern day weapons still, like rather than the whole sci-fi Rivals aesthetic with their weapons and everything, because I feel like, I guess this version is just literally like, you know, more similar to like our version today, just brought into Rivals. So he's kind of like older technology, I guess, relative to everybody else. But I just thought those guns were cool, so I just wanted to give a go at drawing them. And I gotta say, I struggled hard. Like
I mean, it's a lot.
Weapons and guns
Dude,
are already not like my specialty.
Right, guns are tough. Dude, I drew one gun, and I was like, man, I don't ever want to draw guns again.
Mine was
36 in there.
mine was like a little shotgun, and I'm like, I'm cheesing this so hard.
Yeah. Far out, man.
Yeah,
That is epic. Is that Hawkeye?
Does he have powers?
Yeah. It's that's why I made the little purple. It's like a little reference. Yeah, he's got a bow and arrow as well.
Everyone's stolen something from all our Deadpools. We literally have stolen.
Yeah. I feel like if any,
they were initially his.
He's got everything. He's got his dual katanas. He's got like a really big katana. He's got a baseball bat.
Yeah.
Got some.
Is that big katana a One Piece reference?
Not exactly. No.
Okay,
I
I
just
feel
thought
like
he
it's
would-
like kind of shaped like Laws a little bit.
Oh, a little bit. Yeah. I guess we could say that.
That's massive. Like if that was on the ground, that's like as tall as him.
Yeah. So
Imagine that friggin' sweeping through the
Yeah,
carpet.
yeah,
Holy
exactly.
shit.
The crazy flex that he's doing, where he's like kind of just standing on one leg with all of that on his back, is insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to, because we're doing the designs for like the character page, right? So their poses usually kind of static, but I wanted like a little bit in there to make his like quirky, zany like personality like in the standing pose, right? So that's just what I was thinking of. Like he's just shrugging a bit, the knife in his head, whatever.
That's so nice, man. And I gotta say, your rendering again, it's improved again on this.
Yeah.
One. You get it.
Oh, thanks, thank you.
That you're very closing in on that Rival style. That is-
Yeah.
Getting there. That's good, man. It's good to hear.
Those crispy lines.
Yeah.
Dude, you know what's funny, which I don't know if you're probably aware of with this. It's just a small thing, the shadow that casts on the ground. It's even got a shadow of the speech bubble, which I think
Oh, you noticed
So
it?
it's
Yeah,
real.
nice. Yeah,
it's like it's actually there. I like it.
Yeah. I'm glad you noticed that because it is there. It ties in with the abilities I thought for this guy.
Oh,
let's go.
okay, let's go.
Yeah, show us what he's got.
Yeah.
This is gonna be good.
Share the abilities now.
Chimichangas!
Yeah, cool.
That's
He's a
it.
bit more straightforward than like my past guys, but
Yep.
so
Trigger happy.
basically, yeah. So the idea is obviously he has all the guns, so he's going to use it. But the way I figured he works in the game is he just draws a random weapon because he's just like loves just blasting,
That's cool.
weapons. So he draws a random one. They all have different effects. I didn't specify what they are exactly. I'm keen to hear what people in the comments would say and what you guys would think. But yeah, I figured each gun he doesn't reload them. You have to unload the whole clip, and he'll just discard it and then draw the next weapon.
Yeah.
So it's just like a slot machine basically for his gun, but you're just constantly
that's
pulling
funny,
the trigger.
Yeah.
And then
Katana-rama!
just a disclaimer is that these names I actually took inspiration from Marvel vs. Capcom 3. I don't know if you know that. but
Nice.
Deadpool's
okay.
in that game, and he has a couple moves. These are the names of his moves.
Nice, that's cool.
Nice.
Yeah. Then Katana Rama is essentially just the melee version of that. He'll just draw a random melee weapon, and they'll have different effects, like different.
So it's
attack
got a bit
speeds.
of a Wolverine effect on it.
Yeah, exactly. Because the whole Deadpool Wolverine thing, I took a bit of inspiration. Like he is similar to him in some regards.
Gotcha.
Which is like tied with the other abilities. So I'll start down and work my way up.
I kind of spoiled a few for myself, but I figured, I can just go with the passive.
Yeah, Rui gets excited with the abilities for sure.
I know.
Reads a little bit
I'm
ahead.
trying not to look. I'm
Yeah,
not trying
yeah.
not to look until you tell me.
So his passive is Dance with Death. So in the lore, it talks about how he has an actual relationship with death, like the figure, because he's always like teetering so close to death, like literally. And so he's just in a constant dance of death. And so like how his healing factor works with it being he's constantly dying, but the healing factor is constantly keeping him just alive. That's what the passive is basically reflecting that. So that he'll have a small health pool, but as it depletes, like I figure, as it goes down, he gets closer and closer to death, but he'll sort of stay there longer. So I figured he would increase the regeneration would increase as it gets lower. So it's like he's really teetering at the very end, and so it can also be like a little trap, right? Like it looks like he's almost down, so it's like just shoot a little bit to like finish him off, but you got to kind of commit a little bit harder at the very end to finish him.
That's wild. That's wild because obviously we all hate Deadpool, and we all actually picked a passive of his regenerative ability.
Yeah.
And we all had a different one. That's
Yeah.
I thought at least one of us would have doubled up with it, but no, we got 3 different ones.
No, everything's completely different. I love it.
Yeah.
Shit.
And so I just gave him a double jump because I figured I just wanted him to have more mobility. There's not much to that one.
And he
but
jumps like Mario.
The little icon dude.
Yeah. So just to mention, all his animations, like from walking, running, jumping, he will just do all his like wacky zany poses and like everything. And so like it ties in with his E ability, which is a dance pool. And
I saw that one and I was like, oh my god.
And so I took it's inspiration from Wolverine's one. So I think it's his E, the one where he temporarily absorbs a percentage of damage for like 3 seconds. So basically, Dance Pool is basically exactly the same. Well, it's the same thing. It lasts for 3 seconds, but instead of absorbing a percentage of it, he doesn't take any damage.
So it's like
He's dancing.
Fantastic Four. Mr. Fantastic.
Yeah. But the way the catch with it is the difference between Wolverine is like when he's using this ability, he can't attack, so he's not like basically invulnerable and still dishing damage. It's like you switch to like a defense mode, so at least he's
That's
not.
sick.
Yeah. So you're just toggling between the two. Because the idea, I think, like once he's like blasting people with his weapons, and then everyone turns on him, you time this well. Like everyone unloads all their guns and abilities on him, and Dancepool, like as he's dodging everything, he'll be doing all these really goofy, silly poses, and he's like dodging every bullet, every missile, every arrow, that kind of thing. And then also,
I liked it. Just Oh, sorry, you go.
Oh no, you go for it.
Nah,
just
Melvin's just plowing through these fucking abilities.
I was just,
This is like,
I just sort of a cool like little link up thing with his own ability, like how he's passively like regenerating health when he's low. So like you get low, you go dance pool. You got 3 seconds to then start regenning health. And so you get another like half of your health back or whatever. That's perfect.
Yeah, that's cool. So the skill is like, you're literally on the verge of death, right? Like your health is always very low, and I imagine he has a very small health pool, so it's like that's the,
and he
the tricky
dances
part
like
of it.
Michael Jackson.
Yeah. Just imagine
so
he would have like, I don't know if the animators would just absolutely hate it, but he would have just like a billion poses of him dodging in every which
That's
way.
sick. If they could also add spotlights to where
that would be great.
That'd be
That's
awesome.
cool. That'd be cool.
And then mix it with Luna's ult for no reason. Just like doesn't help the battle. So it just looks funny.
Just a useless team up ability.
biggest troll character.
Yeah.
Oh, that's mint.
And then, it's his other
taunt.
ability, his shift, is just a taunt. So, because he loves hurling insults and clips at everybody. So the idea is you just use it every now and then. It does no damage, but it charges your ultimate based on how many enemies you hit within proximity.
Oh no!
So you press a button, he'll basically say some funny quip or an insult, and if you hit everybody with it, it just helps you. The more enemies you hit with it, the faster you charge your ultimate. And
I like that. That's a very, very unique ability. And I feel like I know you said dance pool, you can't use any other abilities, but if you could taunt while doing dance pool, like in the middle of the whole team, dude, that's like 6 people that you get your ult.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, well, with dance pool, I did specify that you couldn't use any weapons, so maybe we could say that, you can do a taunt as well. Because that kind of...
That'd be a sick combo. That'd be a sick combo.
That really adds to it as well, because he's infuriating, like, to the enemy, he'll be annoying as well, right? So it's like how you're dodging everything and hurling insults. It's just like,
That's perfect.
Yeah.
What would be cool with dance pool, like, not to change it completely, but instead of it just being for 3 seconds, how funny would it be if it was like a quick time event where you gotta like hit certain keys on your keyboard at the right time for the rhythm to stay in it?
Dance Revolution.
Yeah.
A mini game in there, like a rhythm.
Yeah, a little mini game.
Yeah, I'd be down. That'd be funny as. So charging, his ult. It's Merc with a mouth. And literally what happens is, because he has a lot of random weapons, so some of the weapons I didn't mention would literally be, because like how Jackson noticed that taunt bubble existed in a physical space, so he would generate like taunt bubbles, comic, effect bubbles and everything, and he would just hurl those at enemies, and they would just be like a really strong ranged attack essentially, because the idea is that he's literally hurling insults at people.
That's so funny.
So he just holds them. So the ultimate is you've got 6, but there's no.
Yeah,
time
so they
limit.
just
Like,
kind of
you have
pop around him, and then the next few, next 6 left clicks will just be him throwing the
Here's
bubbles.
a question: would people be able to shoot it on his like shoot it to destroy above him? So like, let's say he pops that ult, would Punisher be able to like aim his turret at the speech bubbles and destroy him, or are they like indestructible?
I thought they were indestructible, but then now that you mention it, that could be a pretty cool interaction. I don't know. Maybe it's like, how strong? If these are really strong, then it could be cool for a way for the opponents to counter it if they can destroy them to negate some of it. So that could be cool. And it just gets to the point like
how much damage each one does.
Yeah, exactly.
Viable.
Yeah. I just like the idea of him throwing the things, and then the pro game devs can fine tune the numbers and everything. But then it'll get to the point where he just starts throwing like the HUD elements, like his hero portrait, the health
pretty
bar,
funny.
just random shit like that.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
So good. That's so fun. Imagine in game just seeing all the HUD elements.
yeah. And that's
like, stop it.
and that's him, the breaking the fourth wall thing. I actually took that's inspiration from Marvel vs. Capcom 3 as well, because his ultra combo, he pulls the health bar down and just like hits them like it's a baseball bat.
Oh really?
Oh my god! I just thought of something that would be really cool.
What is it?
Yeah, tell us.
You gotta say it. You gotta say it now.
Yeah,
I was like, how funny would it be if one of his ultimates for any of ours is like a stun, and the stun is the enemy gets the defeat screen for that map, just randomly,
That would be cool. That would be cool.
and it just stops them for like
no, we're still in.
It just trolls them, and then it brings them back into the game.
Oh god.
Alright, I guess I'm taking that because this is in my video, so it's
Yeah,
mine
take
now,
it.
Rui.
Yeah, take it.
Nah, it's cool.
It's gonna change it for the Instagram.
He's
That's
got
a really
two
good
alts.
idea, though. Yeah, I mean, the fact that he can break
dude.
the fourth wall and stuff is like, it's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, that's my favorite bit. That's what the most fun I had with this one was like the little references and stuff. I'm a big Easter egg boy. You can call me the Easter Bunny.
Yeah, we
Easter
noticed
Rui.
that. Notice that with your design. And for everyone else watching, if you want to check out Rui's design, head on to his channel at Red Unit Inc. Art and to see his Vanguard Deadpool. And if you want to see Jackson's Strategist Deadpool, you should go to Jackson Casper's art. All right, so now we're in the next challenge where we're going to actually draw characters from the series Invincible. So we've been pretty hyped with this one. And we're going to be bringing back the wheel to show us which characters we're going to draw.
Correct.
The wheel.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
wheel of fortune or the wheel of doom.
The wheel is back.
Bring it up, Rui.
Yeah. Alrighty, the wheel.
The wheel.
Who do we have?
We've got Invincible, the main character. It'd be funny if you cut and then add the Invincible title just before I say his name. Anyways,
Oh, that's perfect. Do that.
Yeah, we're going to all do that.
we've got his puppy, Omni-Man.
Puppy.
And we've
That's
got
nice.
Jackson's favorite.
Battle Beast.
Little beast.
All right, let's
This
just
is
spin.
like we can spin it, and well, who's up first? Rui, you going first?
I'll take the first one.
Oh, you go first. Oh, you got any preference?
My dad.
Oh,
Let's
let's
go.
go.
All right.
All right. So you want
Yeah.
Omni-Man? Jackson wants Battle
I'm
Beast?
happy with.
He's getting Battle Beast. Rui gets Battle Beast. Oh, dude,
you
this is gonna be
I
sick.
got the beast.
Oh, that's mint. All right, now we have a bit of a duel, Mel. So I think
All right, Jewel.
so I think
It was
last
us two.
time
Yeah.
it was
dueling.
us last time. Yep.
Mhm.
So whatever it hits, you take this time, and I'll get the opposite one.
Okay.
Yeah, all right, cool. Yep.
You
Yeah.
ready?
Done.
But
Yeah.
I'm happy with either of these, honestly.
Yeah, I'm happy with them.
Jackson's
Yeah,
getting
yeah.
the main character for sure.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So I'll get it. I'll
He
take
is.
it.
Damn.
Okay.
Omni-Man.
There
we go.
That's sick. There we go. We got it. There we go.
Nice. Nice
All
and
right.
easy.
I've got Battle Beast. Melvin's got Omni-Man. Jackson's
And I got.
All right, so I hope you all enjoyed part 4 of the Marvel Rivals Art Challenge. Remember, if you want to see other characters I've drawn, head on to my channel and see the other videos. And if you want to see Jackson and Rui's Deadpools, remember to check out their channels. And again, if you enjoyed what you saw, remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Okay, peace.
What the hell, bro?
Oh, damn.